What's up? It's been a while. It's been a long while. So yeah, let's talk about that first. So it's been like 6 months since I made a video, and even then I only made two, and both of them were like, "Oh my God, my world's ending because my truck. I'm having problems because I just bought, I leased my own truck, right, to get into the owner operator game to, try and get out of the company driver side of things. So first things first, why have I not made a video in like 6 months? Well, it's 2020, and I don't have to really go into how crazy 2020's been, and everyone's been having a tough time, and my tough time was in June. My wife passed away, so I had to deal with all that on top of have my own business, on top of having children. They just lost their mother. Um, you know, it was a lot. And I ended up moving from Texas back to Virginia, so my mother could help me out with my kids while I'm on the road. So to start off, that's why I haven't uploaded a video in like 6 months. But then with all that, I kind of feel like I'm in a space where I can get back and kind of you know talk, because for a while I didn't really feel like talking to anybody. I didn't feel like doing anything, and now I feel a little better, at least, about doing this. And this could be like a type of therapy thing or whatever. I don't know. It feels good talking to the camera. It feels good talking about some of this stuff, and this might help some, be catharsis. So that leads me into this. This channel is gonna kind of be a conglomerate of stuff. That was part of the original name of like Skeeter's Garage, right? So it's not like just cars. It's not like just driving the CDL stuff. It's not just guns or whatever, because I shoot. Um, it's a combination of everything. Anything you could kind of go out in the garage and do, right? So that's kind of the idea behind it. So sometimes you might be stuff about trucking. Sometimes it might be stuff about cars. Sometimes it might be stuff about firearms, or firearm safety or instruction or tactics and stuff like that. So I do all that stuff. I was in the Army for a while. I've been in the cars forever, and now I drive. I'm an owner operator or whatever. So but this video is going to be more kind of a recap, where I've been, and I want to talk about a few things that's kind of relevant to everything that's been going on this year, and how things have been going, and just kind of like in my mind. This is like a refresher video on me, who I am, what I got going on, and all that stuff. So the first thing I want to talk about, obviously, is I want to say thank you to all my friends that helped me out through everything that I've been through this year. Big help, and that's kind of to one of the points that I want to make. If you have people around you that don't really care or don't really vibe with you like that, like if you're always the one reaching out to them, if you're always the one that has to initiate, they probably not your friend for real. They probably not really there for you like that. And I'm thankful that I have people around me that really care, that really reached out and was like, bro, how can I help? What can I do for you? Without looking for anything in return, without having ulterior motives or nothing like that, not having something to leverage over me for later, like straight up, just for the love. So I really wanted to say thank you to those people. Of course I've said thank you, but I want to take a minute to really thank those people, and without them, I would be having a much harder time and a much more dark experience. So, so there's that. All right. So now let's talk about the truck, right? So the last video I made was about kind of my first experiences dealing with buying my own truck, leasing it, and getting into the owner operator world, right? So basically, I bought a truck through a dealer. The truck had a bunch of problems that now seem like little problems, but they were big problems at the time. You know, I took it to a place, they kind of fixed it. I took it to another place, they kind of fixed it. But eventually, I just kept grinding, kept on it, and I got most of the problems worked out. Now the truck's running good. I just, I did tires. I've put like 3 airbag, cab airbags on the rear. I've done some engine stuff. I put a water pump on. I did front shocks. A lot of maintenance, and now I've kind of gotten to the truck in a good spot. So what am I doing? So I think the last time in the last video, I think I was sitting in Georgia and the truck had just broke, and I had just found out that Snyder was like, yeah, you're not going to be able to come drive for us because we're ending taking outside trucks. So basically, at the time, they told me that you had to go through Snyder Financial to buy your truck in order to be an owner-operator with Snyder, to get on with them at that period of time. So I don't know what it is right now, or as the making of this video, I have no idea. But that's what they were telling me back then. So I was like, okay, cool. So so I got the truck fixed. Well, I got the truck out of there, drove it back home, and I got on with JB Hunt. I had less than 2 years driving experience, which I still got less than 2 years driving experience. I bought my own truck. They did an inspection, and I started running for them. So the setup with JB Hunt, all cars on the table. They pay 65% of the load and 100% of whatever the fuel surcharge is. If you need to know what fuel surcharge is, just kind of Google it. But basically, it's a rate per load that the shippers pay the carriers to cover some of the fuel costs. It's never going to be 100% of what you spend in fuel. Like, you definitely need to understand that. Like, usually I've been working out where it's like covers like half of the fuel I use for the week for all the loads I run. And if y'all are out there getting all your fuel covered somehow by the fuel surcharge, let me know whether or not it's like you're being really picky with where you get fuel, or just how you run, or whatever. Just let me know, because that would be cool. Because I've been getting roughly like 50% of my fuel covered by the fuel surcharge rates, plus 65% of what the load booked, which is not really all that good. It's not like terrible. It's definitely more than I was making as a company driver, for sure. And that's before taxes. So you got to do your own taxes and all that stuff. I got an accounting service that handles all that. So, but yeah, man, I've been running. You know what I'm saying? I've been grinding. I've been getting out on the road, getting it right. So, like, as of right now, I came up on this Walmart account. I don't know if y'all remember or if I said anything about it before, but I did that 2 times before, where with Snyder, when I was a company driver, I would fly up to Illinois and run Walmart loads for 3 weeks and then come home for a week. In my video about jet setting, on the I think I did talk about that. So I also did that as a company driver out in Texas before I actually went and bought my truck. So that's a pretty good setup. It's not hard, it's pretty low miles, which sucked as a company driver, but it's really cool as an owner operator, because as an owner operator, At least with JB Hunt, I'm salary, so I make a set amount every day, no matter how many miles I run. So that's the low miles is really working out for me on this account. So it's really good, man. So it's cool. So you know, that's it, man. I've been grinding. I've been just one day at a time. This year has been hard for everybody, right? You know, it's been especially hard for me. You know, but I mean, shit, man. You know, how many people have lost people this year, right? Like, I'm not the only one. But it's been hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be like, it ain't been nice. I didn't cry. I didn't been in the end. Man, look, listen, listen. Everyone is driving cars and stuff on the road. Give truck drivers a break. All right, these guys, we're out here on the road by ourselves the majority of the time, away from family, away from everything we know, in a place we may not have ever been before. We may not know exactly where we're going or the exit coming up. Yo, just give them some extra space, right? The trucks are slow. Trust me, they're going fast as they can. Trucks are slow. Trucks are big. We're trying to make sure we don't hit none of y'all. We're trying to make sure, you know, the load doesn't roll over or shift or anything like that. We just give them some extra space. Give us some extra space, right? It goes a long way. It goes a really long way. But that's it, man. I just want to make this video. I ain't dead. Nothing crazy like that. For anyone, I don't have like a crazy amount of subscribers and all yet. So, you know, if anyone's paying attention or whatever, I definitely am gonna start posting more. I'm really making this video to kind of get myself back into gear. So forgive me. You know, it's not gonna be very well edited because I don't have my computer while I'm on the road yet. But yeah, man. You know, this is just a little mini blog, kind of get my feet back in it, and you know, hopefully, no, I will be doing a video at least once a week. So, if you made it this far, thanks for watching, and that's what's been going on with me. So, have a good day, stay safe, wear your mask, and one day at a time. Bye.